What is going on, everybody? It's the road to WrestleMania, which means it's time to do some fantasy booking for the Showcase of the Immortal. Like I've said in years past, these are not predictions. This is simply what I would do if I had creative control over WWE storyline. So let's have some fun. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button so you don't miss any content. Drop a comment down below. How would you book this? Let's hit that intro. Get into it.
Break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up.
At the 2026 Royal Rumble, Drew McIntyre defends his WWE Championship against Sami Zayn. Sami fights from underneath, gets the crowd fully behind him, but in the end, Drew shuts it down with a Claymore to retain. Later that night in the Rumble match, the number 23 entry is about to come out. The clock counts down. The music hits. It's former NXT champion Oba Femi making his way to the ring. No wasted motion, no playing to the crowd, and he struts like he belongs. The moment he enters, the destruction begins. First off, a returning Santos Escobar is immediately tossed out. Then, Johnny Gargano attacks Oba from behind, only to be gorilla pressed and launched over the top rope. Solo Sikoa steps up. They face off. They trade blows. Solo goes for a Samoan spike, but Oba blocks it. He lifts Solo and throws him out. Braun Breaker enters the ring. Time feels like it's stopped. The two freak athletes stare at each other. Power meets power. Heavy strikes. Big slam. Braun charges Oba, who's against the ropes, but Oba reverses it and eliminates Breaker. The crowd is electric. Oba feels different. He feels legit. The match then comes down to Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Trick Williams, and Oba Femi. Gunther starts chopping everything in sight. Cody gets fired up, but Gunther overpowers him and eliminates Rhodes. On the other side, Oba overpowers Trick Williams and eliminates him. Now it's just Gunther and Oba. No music, commentary silent, just two men and their goal to go to WrestleMania. Gunther chops Oba, no reaction. Gunther goes to fire again, but Oba fires back. The two men brawl. Gunther charges Oba. Oba lifts him up, and with one final show of raw power and strength, Gunther is eliminated. On his first night as a main roster superstar, Oba has won the 2026 Royal Rumble. Over the next few weeks, Oba appears on both brands, Raw and SmackDown. On Raw, World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk questions whether Oba is ready or if this moment came to him too soon. On SmackDown, Drew doesn't question Oba's power, but he questions his toughness. At WrestleMania, power doesn't win titles. I do. Oba says nothing to either. He just shows up and stares at them. At the Elimination Chamber, both champions stand in the ring. Oba's music hits. He comes to the ring, mic in hand. He then says, "At the beginning of the year, I stood as NXT champion, the ruler, but I laid down that title to rule all of WWE. I won the Royal Rumble. It is a mountain that only most people hope to climb, but I have knocked it down. Now I stand before two champions, both worthy, but only one will stand across the ruler at WrestleMania." He turns to Punk. CM Punk, you have taught the world to fight with hearts. He then turns to Drew. Drew McIntyre, you taught the world to fight with fire. He looks back at Punk. At WrestleMania, I will take a legacy. Then snaps back to Drew. I choose you. Choosing Drew McIntyre to be his opponent at WrestleMania. Oba then begins competing on SmackDown. In Oba's first match, he squashes a local competitor. Drew appears on stage, telling him to enjoy the spotlight while it lasts. In Oba's second match, he defeats Apollo Crews with great ease. But as he's celebrating, Drew sneaks in from behind and hits Oba Femi with a Claymore. A few weeks later, Oba says, "You say I'm untested, yet you test me every week from behind. At WrestleMania, you will face me, not my shadow. You will look in my eyes, and you will see the future and the ruler of WWE." A couple weeks before WrestleMania, Drew defends his title against Cody Rhodes, retaining it via disqualification. After the match, Solo Sikoa and the MFTs attack Cody Rhodes. Drew joins in until Oba Femi storms the ring, cleaning house and making the save. The night before WrestleMania, both men meet face-to-face in the ring. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis has banned physical contact from the both, stating that if it happens, the match is off, and if it's Drew who initiates it, he will be stripped of the WWE title. Drew says to Oba that he is the man who carried this business while Oba was just learning to walk it. Oba fires back. You fight with shortcuts. You fight with numbers. You fight without honor. And at Wrestlemania, you will have nowhere to run. When WrestleMania arrives, the two men face off. They start the match with Drew targeting Oba's legs early. Oba absorbs everything and keeps coming. After a back and forth matchup, Drew hits a future shock DDT, only to get a 2 count. He then lines up Oba and hits him with the Claymore. Yet again, only getting 2. Drew comes up in frustration. He rolls out of the ring to get a chair to strike Oba and get himself disqualified to retain his title. But the ref stops. While the ref removes the chair, Drew hits Oba with a low blow and starts to line him up for another Claymore. Drew charges, but Oba catches him. Hits the fall from grace powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Oba Femi has defeated Drew McIntyre to become the new WWE Champion at WrestleMania 42. And there you have it, my fantasy booking for the WrestleMania 42 WWE title match. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content. Drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again.
Watch out, cause I'm here now and I'm staying.